Welcome everybody to the Caleb Ken podcast, and right now it's episode, I think it's 9, I believe. I think it's 9. It might be 8. I can't remember right now. But anyway, today we're gonna be watching the second comedy skit that I ever made, and this time it's gonna be different. Right now we have a special guest joining us, and that's Christian Knack. He was an old classmate in drama that I went to when I was junior year and then the first semester of senior year. We did one comedy skit together. We were going to do that for the video, but we couldn't find the link for it because it got deleted and everything. So, oh well. We'll do it if we somehow do get a hold of it. But for right now, we're just going to be reacting to it because it's one of the weirdest videos that I ever made. And it was actually one of my very first videos that I ever made for this channel. And because we're both in drama, it'd be kind of perfect. So without further ado, okay, Christian, you're on screen right now. How are you doing, man?
I'm fine, I guess. Just excited, I guess, is what I should be saying. I haven't spoken to you in so long, so this is like amazing to me.
Yeah, exactly. And how does my voice sound right now? I mean, it's pretty clear because, I have a pretty good microphone, but, you know.
I mean, good-ish.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I would say without further ado, let's get into the video. So I probably should have given a little bit of background here. So this is when I first started to move to Florida and I was settling into everything. I thought it'd be funny to just make a joke about the whole Florida man stereotype. Like, Florida man dips his kitten in the water because it scratched him. I'm just making it up. You know, all those random stories and stuff. Yeah. Because I was officially becoming a Floridian, I thought it'd be funny to make that whole joke of a stereotype, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway, let's start the video and hopefully it should actually work. And you can hear stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, well, they gave me some Coke here.
That does not look like Coke.
What? This ain't Coke. This is Pepsi.
It is Coke, sir.
Well, I don't want to have to boycott Coke for trying to mock me green and taste like Pepsi. Again.
What did I say?
Well, my name is Stan, and for some reason, they got this whole camera crew to have me talk about my daily life for some reason. This right here is my pet black pig.
That's a dog, sir.
Really?
Yes.
Oh yeah, so there's a little bit of a joke here. So it turns out that my dog Willow, we call her Piggers because she literally snorts like a pig. Because she goes a lot like she literally does that a lot. That's the whole joke about here.
I think I met your dog, so I think
you did.
That a little bit.
You did. She growls at anyone that she doesn't know that walks in. I remember this one time my best friend William came over, and you've actually seen it in a few of my videos. There was one time he came over when we were like, I think we were sophomores in high school. I think this was right before COVID hit, and he came over, and she was like, and I have a video of it. And it was so funny. So she does that a lot. She's half Chihuahua, which probably would explain it. The Chihuahua side kicks in.
Well, then God is replicating them to look like pigs nowadays. Wonder what made him make this decision.
Yeah, God.
Now, I do have a pet gator.
Where is it?
Right here, sir.
I can feel it.
So I was on his back. He came at me and bit my arm. So I grabbed a knife and cut his throat. After that, he stopped moving, so I cooked him into multiple.
I'm just surprised even the fact that, like, after he bit him, like, that was all the damage, just a little freaking band-aid on it, and not like a freaking
like a huge bandage and everything like that.
Yeah, no, I feel like the damage would have been a lot more worse than just to put on a stupid thing on it.
Yeah.
All right.
Multiple pieces of food. Now, I'm no expert, but I think after that he was dead, tired of moving around, so he just sits on his plate right here and keeps me company everywhere I go. Now, I do have a pet snake. I just let it slither around my house.
Is he friendly?
Yes. He will bite you very hard and leave you bleeding to death if you do not stay away from him.
Oh, yeah.
So he's not friendly.
He is friendly.
That's not what friendly means.
It is, according to my dictionary. I made this book here called Stan's Dictionary, where it lists all the words that are in my dictionary and that I was taught. So, for example, terrific and terrible mean the same thing because it's too hard for me when two words sound similar but mean different things. So I changed it in here to become my own reality.
I remember this.
What? After all these years, you got fired from your job? Well, that's terrific. All right, girl. Shit.
I remember like the whole like friendly thing because I was just constantly just trying to come up with comedy at the time, so that's why it looked a little weird.
Well, it was still pretty funny.
Yeah, well, that's terrific. Could you just imagine?
Just so
I like how we
terrific
just
that
cut
you
right next,
lost
and
your
then we're,
job.
and then next up, we just see him going like, shit, shit. Yeah, let's go back a little bit just to get some
Job?
context.
Well, that's terrific. All right, girl. Shit. Shit.
Don't you mean sit?
No. There was one time where I won the lottery, and when I received the check, it was too much for me to take. So I donated it to the robber that broke into my house one night, because I figured he needed it more than I did. Now, that man did end up killing a bunch of people, like millions, but I believe it was given to a good cause.
Sources say it was used in $1 million heist in Europe.
Oh, well, that's terrific. Whatever I'm doing.
Wait, could you not understand what he said?
I kind of understand.
Okay, so now looking back on it, I didn't really have the best diction, and I still do not sometimes. I understood what I said because I remember saying it. I was saying that I won the lottery, and then I donated the money to the robber. And then I believe, and then I said, of course, I believe it was given to a good cause. And then the narrator, the producer of the show, literally says that it was used in $1 million heist.
That's terrific.
That's terrific. What's up? Well, it is. It was kind of the joke that like people learning English, like terrible and terrific mean two different things, but horrific and horrible mean the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Life or whatever I say, I ain't afraid to say it.
Hold on, let's go back.
Sources say it was used in $1 million heist in Europe.
Oh, well, that's terrific. Whatever I do in life or whatever I say, I ain't afraid to say it in public.
I'm sorry, did you mean public or Publix?
Yes.
I'm so confused. The supermarket Publix or the Publix?
Yes, that's what I meant.
Public or Publix?
Same difference.
That doesn't help!
Oh, you need help? Well, why didn't you ask for that? Whenever I think about my
Wow.
So for those of you that do not understand, there's the supermarket of Florida. I don't know if it's just Florida. There's a supermarket called Publix, and that's like the main one. Like literally, there's so many Publixes around here, like back to back to back. Like no matter what, you can find any Publix here in Florida. Like they're like all over the place. There are so many locations, and that's the difference because you don't have any of that on the West, or at least where I grew up. So like it's like basically Publix is basically the Safeway of the East Coast. Or at least for Florida, it is. So that's for those of you wondering the joke there, that's what it is.
For decisions, I leave it up to this magical button right here to guide me.
Oh yeah, the no button.
Should I go to the grocery store today?
No!
Should I find a wife to marry?
No, no, no!
Actually, good decision.
Am I worth anything in life?
No.
Gotta agree with that.
Me too.
That's not a good thing.
Yes, it is. I did end up going to a room with bars.
Did you ever hear about the no button thing about the talent show? Did I ever tell you about that? I don't think I did.
I don't think you did.
So when I was in elementary school, we had in second grade, I think it was second grade, or it could have been third, but second or third grade, I was in the talent show, and I just did a bunch of like when people I would tell the audience, hey, go tell me to clean my room, and the whole audience would say that, and then I pressed the no button into the microphone, like it was that exact no button. Then I'd say the microphone, and then everybody laughs. And a lot of people like I kind of became a little bit famous after in school around that time after it, because after that whole thing, people kept coming up to me like, "Hey, you're the no kid." It kind of became one of the biggest memes for me, basically. Any thoughts on that?
The no button.
Yeah.
I just imagine, like, was that like the only thing you said? Like, go clean my room. Was there anything that like really stood out to you when you said, or when you were doing that talent show? Like anything specific?
Not really. It was just kind of just question. It was just like telling the audience to tell me this, like go do your homework or go clean your room. You know, stuff that kids don't want to do because they're kids. They want to do anything that's not fun.
You know what you should have done from that point, since you said you got famous because of it? You should have just walked around, and if anyone was like, "Hey, are you that no kid?" No. Just immediately.
I would have gotten that no button confiscated real quick. Like,
yeah, you
real quick. Yeah. Anyway, continuing on with the video.
Oh, because a server stole my menu.
Let's go back. Let's get some context.
Yes, it is. I did end up going to a room with bars. Oh, because a server stole my menu at a restaurant and I called the cops. But I guess that wasn't a crime. It should be. Ow! Well, he can't hurt anyone now, and he must. Ow, my upper foot! Every once in a
My
while,
upper foot.
I shout at the sky because I know God can make the weather here in Florida change like a light switch. Charlotte Boone, this is not your documentary. I hold this tool in my
Oh gosh.
My
I remember like the
lord.
whole like the voice impression thing, which was not that good, by the way. If you're gonna watch it, prepare to extreme maximum cringe. But yeah, so and that was also partially the joke that we get a lot of thunderstorms here in Florida. I will say that summer when I moved there were a lot of thunderstorms. Like every time I went to Disney, it was always raining, like always raining. But now I feel, I mean, we still get a bunch of thunderstorms, but it's not really happening as much as it was when I first moved there. So the joke is that like thunderstorms, they come in there, they come in for like 30 minutes, if not an hour, and then it just goes away and it's all clear in the sky, like nothing happened. So that was kind of the joke there. And also that he's dumb.
Yeah.
The character, that is. Florida men are not overall dumb. Don't. It's just a stereotype. It's a joke. Can we please? I know it's 2024. Can we please just accept it's a joke?
Hmm.
documentary. I hold this tool in my hand everywhere I go because I think it's cool. I like how sharp it is, and I think it can make some friends with people that like this. But for some reason,
Friends.
they all run away. Like, I don't understand. What is it about me walking around like this and waving it like this cause people to run away and panic?
How are you not in prison yet?
There. That ought to teach you never to bite me again.
Shit.
I understand people.
I forgot about that.
Man.
This guy at the megaphone just go like, shit.
Just right at the dog, yeah.
Shit. I think that was probably like what I thought was really gonna surprise a lot of people when I get it out of fucking knife and just into the snake's mouth. Like, oh gosh, like that's some Winnie the Pooh blood and honey type of stuff.
Oh god, don't even.
For those of you that have seen that movie, you know what I'm talking about. That scene where Pooh he takes a knife and he stabs that woman's stab and he kills the woman by stabbing her right through her mouth and then sticking her against the wall, like all the way through her mouth and then out through her throat and then onto the wall. I saw that and I was like, oh my god, that is dark.
Yeah.
It's not the best movie. Like logically, it's not the best movie, but man, that movie was brutal. And what's scary to know is that that's not even the most brutal movie there is out there.
Yeah, there's Saw.
Oh yeah. I don't even want to see Saw.
We Florida men are unsmart. But you know who are even unsmarter? Humans.
Sir, we're all human.
Stupid humans.
Fuck you.
Oh, why don't you go fuck yourself too?
That's not a compliment, sir.
Oh,
All right, so that was the video. Christian, what are your thoughts?
I thought it was funny. It was almost a perfect accusation of like the stereotype.
Oh, yeah, the stereotype. I realize it is a bit out there, and it's definitely weird, and it's probably not the funniest video out there, but again, this is when I was first starting to make a bunch of videos here on YouTube, so like naturally your first videos are gonna suck.
Yeah.
So, I wasn't really worried about that. I was kind of just trying stuff out and putting out content and starting out my brand that I'm currently putting out there. And I'm at 276. I just currently checked in there. I have 276. You might be looking at me thinking, well, that's pretty low. And it is for YouTube. It is, but you need to start somewhere. And also, it's progress. No matter how you look at it, it's progress. You know, Gary Vee always says, at the end of the day, everyone starts at zero. It doesn't matter how big you've gotten. It doesn't matter if the biggest person on earth is super famous and popular. Even he started at zero, or she. I don't know who, but everyone starts at zero. So you can't be pessimistic. Is that the wrong word, or is it optimistic?
I think that was right, Rude.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know.
I don't know. We're not smart. But yeah, it was interesting to look back at that video just because it was one of the earlier videos that I made, and I could just kind of just see myself like so young. I mean, it's weird to see like how different my face looked. Like it basically looks the same, but my face looks different now than when we compare back to that because I had some more acne, and also I feel like it just didn't look. I still looked pretty like fresh out of high school, basically.
Mhm.
So, like, because after all, I did just graduate like 3 months ago.
Mhm.
Yeah, but yeah, Christian, it was so good to see you again, and digitally, it would have been better if you were actually here, but it's really nice that you were able to join along for this video, and I'm super, I don't know, it's just super cool that I get to speak to you again after all these years.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. It really has been a long time, and I haven't spoken with you in a while.
Yeah, I remember when we used to joke like all the time in like the first semester of senior year, especially like I was the TA of one of our drama teachers' class.
Oh yeah, yes, I remember that. I also remember we really liked. Oh, what was his name? But it was I don't know his name, but it was some guy that had his dad guess NFL team logos, and I remember.
Oh
we
yeah,
loved that so much, and it was so funny.
yeah, and also they're like really popular on TikTok, and they actually just did like a shave commercial.
Yes, they did. I saw
Yeah.
that like during the Super Bowl. I was like,
Oh yeah,
what?
and they're also doing a bunch of videos with like the son's like girlfriend, like the rating my girlfriend's accents, and it's like coffee. No, it's coffee. There's no coffee.
Exactly.
Yeah, those are pretty fun. I never met them, but they seem like a pretty cool family.
Oh yes.
But yeah, that was the video, guys, and thank you so much for watching this episode. Christian, thank you so much for joining me on this episode. Hopefully we could possibly do other episodes together, but yeah, for now, I'm Caleb Kent, and this has been episode, I can't remember right now, but it's some digit or number. Over and out, onto the outro. Actually, Christian, do you want to do this for us?
What am I doing?
So just say over and out, onto the outro.
All right. Over and out, and onto the intro.
Outro.
Outro.
Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to go check out some other videos that I have made, you're just one click on the channel icon away from doing so. If you want to find me on social media, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. They're listed right up. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share if you wish to do so. And if you are or will be a returning viewer, I will see you in the next video. Have an amazing day.